Every car worth showing off has a story. Consider Mike Molina's powder blue 1972 E100 Econoline Ford van, which he inherited after his father and then his mother died during the early months of the pandemic. Parked on Van Nuys Boulevard, the in-process remodel looks a bit out of sorts, not quite as polished as the other lowriders and vintage cars drifting by. But it emotes a certain character, in the way a well-loved car often does. It's a rare find, because it's a shorty box, no windows. Molina says of his father's van, "So in his memory, I'm keeping it. It runs perfect." Molina is one of dozens of car lovers drawn to Van Nuys Boulevard for a long-running cruise night. It's a monthly meetup of lowrider and custom vehicle owners, but also a street party. Onlookers post up on the sidewalk, sometimes with folding chairs and coolers. The sounds of funk, freestyle and R&B oldies ooze loudly from passing cars. Masks are mandated, at least on the flyers. Sometimes people get up and boogie. Cruising is back in a major way all around Southern California. It's culture and its history, because my dad used to cruise Van Nuys Boulevard in this van, says Molina, 52, who also reliably blasts music for the cruises. And then I saw the Van Nuys cruise night open up again. The custom of leisurely drives on urban boulevards in dropped and dolled-up vehicles never really left, but cruising is reaching heights not seen since the heydays of the 1980s and 90s, according to interviews with car owners, law enforcement officials, neighbors and aficionados across SoCal. Somehow, despite the awful toll of the coronavirus on Latinos in LA County, the cruising phenomenon has ratcheted up even further in the last year, police and participants say. Call it a function of collective boredom during months of stay-at-home orders. Social distancing guidelines in the last year have also made vehicle caravans the new normal for birthdays, protests, graduations and funerals. Lona and Ed Aguirre drove to the Van Nuys cruise night from Antelope Valley in her baby, a tangerine and pearl white 1951 shoebox Ford sedan, with suicide doors and a creamy leather interior. It's a full custom. Everything's been touched, Ed says of his wife's car. She can also drop her vehicle. It's a hidden button, Lona says. We have 6 grown children, so I needed a toy. She watches as several vehicles on the boulevard hop up their front tires, using custom hydraulic compressors activated by a switch. The cars bounce on the asphalt, practically defying gravity at the top of each arc. People on the sidewalk cheer and take videos or photos to share instantly on social media. It's all about fun, says Lona, 56, the love of the cars, the love of the culture. But there are other shifts. The iconography of West Coast-style vintage lowrider cars is embedded all over popular culture, from films to music videos, video games, museums, marketing and even the digital NFT art world.